part of the issues we weren't so close that it's just not I would die if this was something in the I would die.
Oh my God, there it is. Okay,
Wait, up there.
There's a lizard spider. He thinks he's a Spider-Man.
She's doing exhibits.
Big rabbit, bearded dragon.
Guinea pig?
I'm
That
did you see the bearded dragon? And then rabbit.
Why did this lizard climb on a wall?
What's he gonna do at the top?
He thinks he's Spider-Man, okay. He's gonna swing to the other side. Hey, buddy.
This one is
She climbed up the whole wall.
getting out.
He just stopped. We watched him climb up the whole way. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at the sneaky snake.
Mom, there's two toes. Mom,
He
there's
climbed up the wall. Guys, look at this snake. It's doing something. This snake is not boring. I'll say that. He's doing something. I don't know what.
California king snake. What about the California king snake?
Also,
Corn snake?
Corn snake.
Oh, this guy's moving. Or these guys are moving too.
Oh, there's three.
Nigerian Euromastics. What are they eating?
That's all
Russian
freaking legless.
legless lizard.
Do they mean
Then it's a
snakes?
snake.
Yeah, I got it. Great. With a lizard.
what's up with legless lizard?
No, just call them all legless lizards.
Crested gecko. Oh, there it is.
Oh, look at this big. Oh, what? Oh,
Wait, look, read it. It explains why they're not just called snakes.
oh, guys, this is the one from the book.
Okay, read it.
What's the rationale?
What?
Although it looks like snakes, there are several distinct differences between snakes and lizards. Besides not having legs, Russian legless lizards have external ear openings and have eyelids. Neither of which are present in snakes. These lizards are burrowers and polyphorous along their combs, but repeatedly
What? This one is what Harry sets free
Russian legless
in
lizards
the
are also
book.
barrel whales.
In the movie, it's that one. The burn book. Because in the book he says, "That's amigo, Brazil here."
Oh my god, I think this is just, it was on like, what do you
I
think?
distinctly saw one of the broadcast of this and staying on the bus. So do something. This is the one.
Oh my goodness. Well, do you want a picture with the door?
Here, I want to get going, guys. I'm tired. Hey, where are the drinkers?
I told you the third time, where we offloaded.
Yo! What was that sound? What? What was that? Oh, ooh. Oh, yeah. What's that sound? Look at that snake. Ivy, have you seen this type of snake? Yeah, I know that. This type. What's that sound? What's up here? What's up there? What's up there? That snake. Ball python. Okay.
我本来就在自己看，我往前
All right, so party people, how's everybody doing today? All right, that's what I like to hear. Everybody excited?
Yeah.
All right, what a beautiful day we got. We got a nice safari breeze coming. Don't worry, it feels nice, right? Yeah, it's a little bit of a hot day, but that's all right. We don't mind a little heat. The animals don't mind at all, right? Most of them from Africa anyway. So they're having a great time out there, so we're going to have a great time too. Just a few things before we start. Please keep all your limbs inside the truck at all times, right? Your arms, your heads, your necks, your feet. Of course, you're welcome to take the pictures. Just please don't reach your phone out over the side of the truck. If anything drops off the truck, we'll not be able to stop and get it. If that happens, no big deal. Just let me know. We'll get a warden to help us out, but we can't guarantee when shape your phones in, your hat, your sunglasses, because animals like to lick stuff and grab it and eat it, so you never know. Also, please no eating on the ride, but if a trophy has it, it can be a very bumpy ride, as you see already, and the dietary has for the animals as well. Also, New Jersey state law, we cannot touch or feed the animals, anywhere from a $2,000 to $5,000 fine for touching or feeding the animals. And as I mentioned before, we cannot move seats during the ride, so the same seat during now will be the same seat in for the whole ride. Alright, that's all the boring stuff out of the way. Now my name is Steve, I'll take care of your tour. If you got any questions, feel free to ask away. Just gotta speak up, it's hard to hear you over the truck sometimes, right? Now our driver's name is Tom. Everybody say hi to Tom. Alright, hello. Wow, that's perfectly news. Good job, guys. Now we're gonna start in the Americas section here. We can see animals from North and South America. Alright, so it looks like the first bird that we're going to see is the same one that we always see. It's our Canada geese. We call them freeloaders. They're not really an exhibit here. They just kind of like to cause traffic jams and eat our food, right? But we love them anyway. So they're called Canada geese, actually named after the man who identified them, John Canada. Technically not Canadian geese, but you actually have some goslings here. Look, you see? Some goslings, not quite fully grown yet, right? They also have some much bigger birds on the east side here. These are called rheas, R-H-E-A, rhea. That kind of looks like an ostrich a little bit, right? It's a little bit smaller. Same family as the ostrich, it's called the rat types. Those are large flightless birds, right? Like them, they can't fly. They're pretty scary. They're about 5 feet tall. Now the rheas, they also have 3 claws on their toes too, right? So it kind of helps them dig in the dirt. They dig up insects and worms and bugs for eating. Helps them run fast too, right? They run about 35 miles per hour. Incredible. How many animals? Very good question. Yeah, how about that? We have about 1,200 animals here. Over 1,200 animals and over 70 different species in the safari. It's about 350 acres too, one of the biggest in the U.S. All right, so if you go around the corner here, on the west side, you're going to see our Roosevelt elk. We've got a big pool party going on. Like Roosevelt elk. Named after Theodore Roosevelt, sorry. The father of conservation, the one who started our national park system.
So what? So many
Now you guys can tell the males and the females pretty easily, right?
There's so much.
Males have those antlers. Yeah. Females do not, right? Now the difference between horns and antlers will shed and regrow every year, right? Where horns actually go to the skull, so they stay on forever. So that means if a horn gets broken or damaged, it doesn't grow back. So the antlers grow back every year. So that's why they kind of look a little bit fuzzy, right? They grow out of their skin, right? Out of their fur. So it's kind of a little velvet on top of those antlers. Oh, another real velvet too. That's also why you notice a lot of the fencing is covered in trees around the safari. That's because the animals like the elk and the bison with their horns and antlers, they actually live on the tree and destroy the bark and destroy the trees. So you got to keep the trees safe as well, right? Give the chance to grow. Alright, you got a little bit of cool breeze out there. Come out from here. I just put it all the time. We got lots of different animals around here in the safari that are not necessarily part of the exhibits, but we've got lots of land and water and grass and trees. So we've got lots of different birds and groundhogs and squirrels and chipmunks, everything you might see around Jackson area, right? Sometimes we get bald eagles around here, some vultures, some great little herons. Some other preferences, it's pretty cool. Around the corner here, looks like we're going to see some real birds. They're going to be all getting some shooting underneath the tree here. And you'll actually be able to tell the males and the females pretty easily. Right? Just make sure you do not switch seats, right? So just keep on the same seat the whole ride, right? Thank you. You might be a little bit too small for the outside there. He's going to be a bit too small for the outside. You're gonna have to be on the inside. Yeah, it's about 43. Thank you. All right, so you can see these real birds up here getting some, putting their wind in their feathers a little bit there. And you can tell the males, the black ring around their neck, and what's interesting is the males will incubate the eggs and rear the offspring, right? As opposed to the females in most of the species. Right? So the females actually just lay their eggs and then their job is done, right? The male takes over. Sounds kind of nice. All right, so on the right side here, you see our fallow deer. Fallow deer. Kind of close related to the whitetail here that you see around these deers. Because those deer keep their spots for their whole life, right? So the whitetail deer kind of lose their spots as they get older. Yeah, you have to get on the inside seat there. Yeah, he's too small for the outside, so you have to keep on the inside seat. Yeah. And we can all switch seats during the ride, right? So the seat that you're in now is be the same seat you're in for the whole ride, right? You understand? So we can all switch seats. Okay. Alright, if you come around here, on the right side, you're going to see a herd of bison or buffalo going on, right? Well, these are the largest land animals in North America. They get around 2,400 pounds. You also see some babies in there too, right? Those are the orange ones, the orange coated ones. They're actually about a month and a half old, right? Now, once they get about 3 months, they kind of lose that orange coat, and they kind of sort of slowly, kind of look like their parents, right? All right, that'll bring us out of the America section into the Africa section here, right? All right, so you're going to see lots of animals in this section. The first will probably be our white rhinos, right? You said to do your best to keep her down there. Yeah. Thank you. So the white rhinos, they're the second largest species next to the elephants, right? They between about 4,000 to 6,000 pounds. They also have two horns, right, on their heads, which are made of keratin. It's the same material that your hair and your fingernails is made out of. Right? So that means if the horn gets damaged or broken, it actually grows back. That's pretty cool. So you're going to see our white rhinos on the right side. Let's come a little bit further around the bend here. You're going to see the white rhinos on the right side. You're going to see our African elephants on the left side. Now the white rhinos are white rhinos, even though they're gray, right? That is actually a mistranslation from the Dutch word for wide. That's called wide rhino. We kind of got lost in translation there. All right, so on the left side here, you see our African elephants, right? Our African elephants. It's the largest land animals in the world, right? Getting about 14,000 pounds. You get about 13 feet high at the shoulder as well, right? They also get about 6 foot long trunks, and they got 40,000 muscles inside that trunk, right? So it's free one side. That means it picks up things as small as a penny as large as a tree trunk. They got one of their male ostriches there too. You can tell the males and females apart too. The males have black feathers, right? The females have gray feathers, right? Alright, so you come a little further along here on the right side, you're going to see our grand zebra. Grand zebra. And the zebras are more closely related to donkeys than horses, actually. They can be quite aggressive. That's why they're never domesticated like horses were, right? They're also kind of black with white stripes there. You can sort of tell by their snouts, the hooks on the inside of their ears there too, right? You're going to have to keep them on the inside there, they're kids. You can't be on the outside seat there. You keep on the inside. Yeah, you can't put him on the outside, you have to be on the inside. Yeah. He has a seatbelt on? Yeah, okay. Yeah, just careful. We can't keep them on the outside seat. Yeah, okay. All right, so on the right side here, you're going to see our Asian water buffalo, right? Asian water buffalo. So they're actually named for Asia, right? Not Africa, but down here on the African section, this is where all the water is for safari, right? So very heavily dependent on the water. They also have special joints on their hooks called fetlocks. Guys, you cannot pass the baby around, right? You have to keep the baby on the same lap, the whole seat. So for everybody, just a reminder, we cannot switch seats during the ride, right? So you have to be on the same seat the whole ride. If you have a child on your lap, you cannot pass it back and forth. It has to stay on your lap the whole ride. You guys understand? Okay, thank you. Alright, so on the left side here, you're going to see a male ostrich here on the left side. You can tell the males have black feathers, right? Yes. Yeah, they figure it out over time. They just figure it out over time how animals can hang out with each other. In general, the species seem to like have show dominance over each other as opposed to different species. They just stay within their species, basically, right? Yes. We don't have white tiger. We have a Burman tabby Bengal tiger, and then we have Siberian tigers, right? All right. So a little further along, you see another ostrich and some more zebras over here. Nice and relaxed. You see the ostrich kneeling down too, right? It kind of looks funny when they kneel down because their knees bend backwards from kneeling. Alright, so now that'll bring us around the wild plain section here. So you'll see some more antelope from Asia, from Africa that is. This is the wild plains of Africa, so it's kind of more desert-like climate. So we're going to see some antelopes that go weeks without water, right? Very dry, arid climates. Right? So on here, on the right side, you can actually see our Ellipsis water buck in the distance there on the right. You see the name from the Ellipsis snake on their hind. So they actually secrete a substance from their glands that basically called water fluid too. Kind of like hang out in the water. Now on the left side here, you'll see our ostrich nest made of ostrich eggs, right? You got about 8 ostrich eggs or so, right? You got about 3 pounds. The same as 24 chicken eggs. Yeah, those are eggs, yep. So believe it or not, we actually have 2 ostrich babies around here, 2 from those eggs recently. They're only about 2.5 weeks old. So if we get lucky, we can see the ostrich babies. Looks like they're probably coming up in a bit. So you guys look at the Ellipsis water bug down here. And the males have horns too, like an antelope would. The females do not. You can see a young buck here, right? On the right side. The young buck was growing in his antlers. Alright, so yes, on the right side here you have a Visa Oryx. Wow, smart kid, wow. Nobody knows that one. Visa Oryx. So it kind of looks like a gazelle a little bit, but yeah, Visa Oryx, wow, that's good. Now they can, as an antelope, they can raise their body temperature to 116 degrees, right? So they raise their body temperature so they don't have to sweat, so they conserve water that way. And it looks like on the left side, that's where the ostrich babies are. See on the left side. Yeah. Got the male and the female there. They're very tiny, only about 2.5 weeks old, right? Tiny ostrich babies. So on the right side here, you'll see the blue wildebeest too, right? Blue wildebeest. Also known as the white bearded deer. Blue wildebeest part of that great migration every year. They'll travel those thousands of miles round trip in search of water and new pasture. Oh, the striped ones all the way back there, kind of hiding. Those are African bongos, right? Very hard to find those in the wild, actually. It's kind of rare antelope to see. But they have those stripes on their sides so they can see each other from far away. Actually, they identify each other in the thick forest. They're the largest forest-dwelling antelope. Yeah, pretty interesting. Alright, you guys, it looks like we have some giraffes in the river ahead of us here. These are unarticulated giraffes. And these would be the tallest land animals in the world, right? They're about 18 feet tall. It's got about 6 foot long legs and a 7 foot long neck as well, right? So I don't think we make any front number one of our baby giraffes here on the right side too, right? One of our baby giraffes. Giraffes are also undergoing what's known as a silent extinction event, right? So, not many people know about it, but we lost about 56% of giraffes in the last 30 years. And this is due to lack of habitat, right? Also the humans in general, also right, you see the one couple more giraffes there, so they're getting the leaves off that tree there. So, those rat necks start to get all those leaves that they're almost getting into. Hurting the power meter out here on the right side too, and behind this shoulder there. And that'll take us around the corner to the Savannah Sunset Resort. Right, so it's kind of like camping, they call it glamping. Yeah, you pretty much got everything you need in here. Yeah, it's like, you call it camping here in a tent, but you have electricity and running water. And, I think it's the giraffes. Yeah, I think they're funniest there. Yeah, from here you can feed the giraffes, right? So long as there's a employee present. Hello. But we feed them about twice a day, about once in the morning and once at night. We feed them like snow cones and kind of like sweet potatoes, right? Yeah, this is actually the giraffe feeding platform right here. And they kind of come up and feed there, yeah. Yeah, so you can rent them. It's actually fairly new. It's less than a year old. They opened it last summer, towards the end of last summer. But you can book it online now through November. Yeah, it's a minimum 2-night stay. And for each night that you stay, you get a pass to all the parks too. Get some included breakfast, then you get some s'mores at nighttime and stuff like that. No, you can't walk the safari. Actually, you can't even drive the safari either. They have to pick you up from the front and bring you in. But they're on call 24/7, so whenever you want to leave, they just do it in the front. Alright, that'll bring us around to the Serengeti grassland section here. We got another ostrich here on the left side. Alright, there's a female there too, right? On the right side here. We got another black buck here, right? Most athletic animals in the wild, the black buck. And they run about 50 miles per hour, and they jump about 6.5 feet high in the air when they're startled, right? Pretty incredible. Yeah, now we're actually have a mixture later on in the tour. They just had some babies recently, so yes, black buck, yeah. Yeah, that's close to full grown. The darker they are, the more close to full grown. They're probably not quite there yet. We might see more mature ones later on. But yeah, they look tiny, right? Yeah, they don't really get much bigger than that. Yeah, the horns are serious. When they're full grown, they get about 3 feet long. Alright, so this here on the left side, you see our addax, right? Addax, A-D-D-A-X. This is where the legend of, there's actually, they're only critically endangered. There's only 90 left in the wild, right? Yeah. Some people think they kind of like unicorns, right? They kind of blend in with the desert and the sand, right? They also change their coat with the climate too. In the winter, it gives themselves a darker coat. In the summer, it kind of sells a lighter coat to reflect all that heat away from the sun, keep themselves cooler. Alright, so you got some more ostriches around here, some more black bucks. You got a great view of some of the black bucks here on the right side. Well, good news to everybody. And you also see our white-tailed deer out here on the right side. And new white-tailed deer. Also known as the black wildebeest. And another one, that's more mature black buck right there. You can see he's close to full grown. And on the left side, we have another ostrich nest here. You can see one of the ostrich eggs here, right? Another ostrich nest. They're the largest egg in the world, right? They're about 3 pounds. You see 3 of them there, actually, right? Trying to get some more ostrich babies around here. And you also see on the right side, you'll see our sable antelope. It's the most fierce antelope in the wild. And they don't even stand off with lions. It's pretty incredible. They kind of throw lions over their shoulder with their long fur horns. Alright, good timing. Now we're up to the lions here. Kingsland, right? These are the lions on the right side here. Now, you guys know how you can tell a male from a female lion, right? Yes, mating, very good. Yes, good pussy mating. All the hair in her head and chest and back. Oh, I can lay on his back there, right? How about that? Trying to even out his suntan. They're actually just like regular cats. They're just a lot bigger, right? They do the same funny stuff. Yeah, very big cat. They also do sleep a lot during the day, right? They sleep around 18 hours a day. Mostly that's their natural instinct, right? It's so hot in the afternoon sun in the afternoon, so they mostly sleep during the day. Yeah, they're active basically in the morning and the evening. So that's it. Yeah, sounds nice. And these males are actually the only protectors of the pride. They don't even do the hunting. The males, right? The females do all the hunting. But the females are only successful about 25% of their hunts, so for that reason they're known to gorge on their meals. They work around 20 pounds a week in one sitting. They're a little bit less, like 15 to 16 hours. We're pretty close. Yeah. So on the left side, you see our bachelor pride, right? It's all males here, all young males. We also have been losing lions recently in the wild over the last about 20 years. We lost about 40% of lions. First we do the trophy hunting, right? Topical humans in general. Loss of land, loss of habitat. So the fish should be over the next 20 years, we lose another 40% of lions in the wild. Yeah, that's one alpha male. Yeah, there is one alpha male always. Usually those other ones are sub-alpha males, and usually it's the oldest, maturest one. Unless they get a little bit too old, which the younger ones kind of challenge it, and then they become the alpha male. And then, but they are part of the same family, so the same pride. So they're actually all, yes, correct. It's just that it's a kind of a hierarchy deal. Yeah. Hello. All right, so we're coming into Black Bear Ridge now. Over the Black Bears. All right, so you got some on the left side there. Down in the field there, you gotta see them along the fence line. They like to kind of hang out in the shade. And you see some there on the right side here too. You gotta eat from the tree, and also you guys got a treat on the right side. You're gonna see two baby cubs, bear cubs. We're about a month and a half old. So they're very hard to see because they're not out a lot during the day, but it looks like they're out. They're going to be on the left side of the enclosure here, the back left side. Very cute, right? Love to play. They want to rest with each other. Yeah, they like to climb the trees, right? Very cute. Alright, so you can see some other black bears on the left side here too. These are actually the smallest of the bears, right? The black bears get to about 200 to 500 pounds. Female's never any larger than 400 pounds. But there is one species of bear that's smaller than the black bears. Those are gummy bears. Oh, that's bad. I'm really kidding. What's that? Actually, I'm not sure. That's a good question. I don't think they're a type of bear. I know the regular pandas are. Yeah. And then I know the koala bear is a marsupial. It's technically not a person. All right, look at the second floor of the apartment there. Nice and relaxed. Watch it down over the other bear. All right. So as we go further along here, out of the bear section, we'll come into the lower plains, and we're going to see another antelope. You can see on the right side here, you're going to see our red lechwe. Red lechwe. Kind of very similar to a deer, right? But they have horns, the males, instead of antlers. And you also see our common elands, which is the largest genus of antelope in the world. They get around 2,000 pounds, and they jump about 8 feet high in the air when they're startled. It's incredible. Don't startle them, right? They also have those long, twisted horns, too. They also have those stripes on their sides, too. Kind of helps them blend in with the tall grass. Alright, so we come around the corner here, we're going to get a great look at our red-necked holy cattle. Or the Watusi cattle, as they're known. Named after the Tutsi people of Africa, right? We bred them originally. They got those massive horns, right? About 6 feet across, those horns. And they even circulate blood away from their body into their horns, keeps them cool. pretty wild. Tiger's coming on shortly. Oh, right, you also see some more of the fallow deer back there too, right? Get some shade. Some of those antlers too, called foaming antlers. It's always so crazy how the Watusi cattle stay so close together with those big horns. It's wild. I'm saying they stay so close together with those big horns. Not sure how they ever do it, right? Oh, yeah, right. They're very tight-knit herd animals too. They always stay very tight. And they keep the calves in the middle of the herd too, so they keep protected, right? Yeah. We got some other views of the Savannah Sunset too. I think these are the bigger tents. These ones 8 to 10 people. There's a good view from the safari there. And now we're going to come into the Terra Ursus section. It's going to be European brown bears. European brown bears. Now these brown bears are a little bit bigger than black bears, right? And males get between about 550 to 650 pounds. And females, not really larger than 500 pounds. But they're a little bit smaller than grizzly bears, right? Grizzly bears are about 100 pounds heavier than brown bears. We've found a little bit further north, so the habitats don't really overlap in the wild. But the grizzly bears are not the biggest of the bears. Do you guys know the biggest bears? Yes, it's the polar bear. It's actually kind of confusing because on average the polar bears are the largest bear ever, right? But they recorded the Kodiak bear that was the largest in the world ever recorded, right? Just the one, yeah, just the one. It's like kind of an offshoot. So, yeah, it's usually polar bears. But luckily we don't have those around here, so we don't have to worry about those. Alright, so that'll bring us around the brown bear section here, and on the left side you'll see some brown bears. So this one's hiding in this grass here, but you're going to see two cubs, a mom and her cub here on the left side. And the cub is actually about a year old, so it's they're kind of the same size. It's kind of hard to tell them apart. We got them back by the rocks back here, right? Bears are also what's known as opportunistic omnivores, right? These will eat pretty much anything. They eat fruits and vegetables and meats, right? Sometimes they eat your garbage, knock your trash cans over, right? And here we get a nice balanced diet, right? They kind of food poets and all the food protein that they need, right? They kind of get fruits and vegetables, food, grow, make some sweet potatoes, apples and oranges and such. We also got some brown bears on the right side here, just hanging out in the water, right? Enjoying their time in the pond. So they go and they do their yoga meditation, right? They get rid of their worries for the day. The brown bears, a little bit more aggressive than the black bears too, right? A little bit bigger. Not quite as easy to find as the black bears. Black bears are the most common around North America. Kind of even warms up the humans a little bit. They don't come in quite as much color variation. You can see another one here on the left side. We got them hanging out with the pond there, enjoying. And next up we got Stan's house. Everybody wave hi to Stan. Hi, Stan. Sometimes he waves back. Hi, Stan.
Hi, Stan.
He's somewhat a special bear. He was raised by humans, Stanley. So he doesn't really get along well with the other bears. He's actually raised by humans, so he doesn't have the social skills to get around the other bears. In general, he's a bit smaller too. Yeah, there is. Yeah, he's his own section there. Yeah. He gets lots of attention from the rodents and the humans too. He's just crowd thing. Yeah, it's kind of bizarre how it works like that. It's just their natural shedding. Yeah, maybe it could be that too. But usually, I think it's like naturally like their bottom. Yeah, nobody's getting in there and saving them. It'd be a dangerous job. Yeah, although it really does seem like it's like a perfect straight line. It's kind of bizarre, but yeah, that's just natural. Yeah. All right, so now we're coming into the nature preserve. So we got about 50 acres of untouched land back here, right? So back when we built the park in the 70s, about 51 years ago, we just left this land alone. So some of a lot of the species that you guys are familiar with already. There's squirrels and chipmunks back here, right? Red foxes, right? All kinds of birds, blue herons, bald eagles, vultures. Mostly marshland, right? Kind of good for flood control and water purification. So the kind of feels a little bit cooler back here too. You get that watery basin. You also get lots of vegetation, so it kind of helps with the ground flow back here. You get lots of airflow. Also, home in North America is more soothing. That's what we're doing. That's awesome. The only marsupial in North America. Alright, so about to get some amphibians back here as well, right? So you get some frogs and turtles and snakes, lizards, so you get all this marshland back here and the lily pads, right? Every now and again you see them in the road. You also get some groundhogs back here, right? Sometimes you get some beavers back here every now and again. Alright, that'll bring us around to the new paths, right? This will be our Australia section. So here you're going to see some kangaroos and some emus. Now, does anybody know what a baby kangaroo is called? Joey, very good. You are quick. Now, baby kangaroos are Joey. So Joey, when they're born, they're the size of a jelly bean. And they're also blind and hairless. They have just enough energy to crawl in their mama's pouch and then spend like 6 months there before they're ready to go off on their own. So when you get lucky, you see some Joeys around. They're also called red kangaroos because the adult males have like a reddish color. Females are always gray, so it kind of helps them blend in with their environment, right? Helps them camouflage. You can see first troop here on the right side. Some kangaroos called a troop or a mob. You also got those big long tails, right? They're all waiting for your photo. Now, it looks like somebody, see if anyone who's has a Joey in the pouch here, right? Sometimes you see the bloated pouch. You see the Joey in the back there, right? The older Joey, yeah? Kangaroos can jump about 20 feet forward. They jump about 10 feet high in the air. Incredible, yeah? They also use their tails and third legs. They kind of grab it, right? Punch, like kickboxers, yeah? Yeah, you gotta be careful. Don't get them mad, kangaroos. Oh, very soon, right? Let's get to the next section. First, we see our emus here, right? Emus on the left side. Yeah, the emus hanging out. We got one on the roadway here, too, right? It's the last bird part of that rat-type group. Similar to the Korea we saw earlier, right? It looks like this one might have a Joey in the pouch here, right? You see this kangaroo? You got the golden pouch there. You see the Joey sort of hanging out of the pouch? That's kind of cool. Alright, so that'll bring us around to the tiger section, right? Tigris Asiana. Yeah. Now, our Bengal tiger, on the right side in a minute here, we give her the option to go in and out of her enclosure. This is a bit of an older tiger. And it's a bit of a hot day today, so earlier in the day she's been inside of her enclosure, so we might not get a look at her, but she's a golden tabby tiger. And with the Bengal tigers, they come in 4 different color schemes. Right? They come in traditional orange and black. They come in white with black stripes. They come in white with off-white stripes, kind of looks like all white. And then golden tabby. So what we have here is a golden tabby tiger. But as I mentioned, on the hot days, we give her the option to go in a cool little barn there. She actually outlived her life expectancy by a good amount already. She likes to kind of relax and take naps during the day. Sometimes you can peek in there and get a view, but it looks like might not be able to get a view of it right now. But they're typically endangered in the wild. There's only about 2,500 left in the wild. And tigers, unlike lions, are very solitary animals, right? So they don't travel with prides. Most of their animals, they travel alone. You just gotta make sure you keep them on the inside there, right? Yeah, thank you. Alright, so you got a more mule guy here too, right? Other mule guy. Alright, as we come around the corner, you'll see our Siberian tigers, right? Actually, we got 5 siblings. 4 girls and 1 boy. got a Siberian tiger in the water hanging out. You got a couple by the fence line here. Look at that. Rolling over. Ready to play. You also notice the black and white on the back of their ears too, right? It's kind of what they use as false eyes. So it looks like they have eyes on the back of their head, right? Kind of like they're always alert. And some of the parents on here, right? Now the Siberian tigers are, oh, you got another one here on the left side. Next to the pond. And they are apex predators, right? Very good jumpers and climbers and runners. And good swimmers too, right? They think they're playing the water to swim out there. And they're even more endangered than the Bengals. They're only about 360 to 600 in the wild, right? Contact in the wild. I got to think about saving the Siberian tiger. They're actually talking about certain icons last year. We sponsor 2 animals every year. Last year we sponsored the 6-hour dogs and the Siberian tigers. This year we have the Alphabet Wheels and the Red-Eyed Tree Frog. So, it costs $5. You can check it out back in the basement or any retail stock at the Safari Park as well, or the theme park. All right. You also see one lone llama over here too on the right side, right? You may have caused a little bit too much llama drama with the other llamas. Sometimes they like to spit at each other, right? They spit about 20 feet away, the llamas. Yeah. Yeah, it's like a stomach bile too. It steams your clothes, right? Look at the llama's mad. No, I never have. I come in peace. I try to be friendly with the llamas. No, I don't. Yeah, I'm sure they have around here. Ever? I don't know. The wardens might have some stories. All right, so see some more new guy there too. Kind of looks like a deer with gym socks on a little bit there. Got black and white hooks. Maybe India, East Pakistan. There's also Sanskrit translation for blue cow, right? New guy. You gotta get a bit of a bluish color as they get older. You also see some of our hoodads up on the hill here, right? Stoically up on the hill, yes. No, we don't have rules, unfortunately. You see the hoodad there? Right? And you see the rest of the hoodad on the opposite side of the hill here, too. They're very good mountain climbers, right? Named for the Atlas Mountains in northern Africa. And on the left side, you see our new guy there, too, right? And some of the males have, or all the males have horns, right? Just depends on where they are in their stage of life, but they'll slowly grow in. They never get longer than about a foot long, but they are there for the males, the horns. The females may not have them, right? They also got those big looking ears, right? The big ears, they got long eyelashes. All right, now we'll bring us around in the baboon village. The home of the olive baboons. Yeah, those ones are antelopes, yeah, the new guys. Yep, it's the largest antelope in Asia. Yeah, they have really small horns, the males. It's kind of almost even hard to see. They never get any larger than like a foot down. So, let's see some more of the black ones here. We're going to come around. You see a couple more new guys on the left side here. You get some nice shade there. As they eat the grass while they relax. All right, so you see the Medusa roller coaster going on there. You're also going to see our baboons up here in the little jungle gym we got four up here. We got a little Bigfoot jungle gym here. We got old tire swings and rope swings, fire hoses, rope nets. All donated from local fire departments, actually. And you also get a good look at the yak here as well, right? So you're from Mongolia, northern China, and Russia. And used as a livestock, a piece of bird, right, on the farm. Yeah. And you gotta use them for their milk too. You gotta make yogurt from their milk too, right? Yak yogurt they have these days.
Yeah, thanks for you.
You also see one cooling off on the side here, right? The water. Yeah, hanging out. Alright, you also got another piece of the American Scream Machine there too. The old roller coaster, they use it as monkey bars now. You know how to climb that thing. We got got a little safety net there for them too, but most of you just use it for handling. They're pretty good climbers. Alright, now you see some more baboons back here too. They're sort of hanging out. And you can tell the males from the females too. The females have those red bums, right? The males are just gray. And unlike a lot of other monkeys, they don't have prehensile tails, right? So they can't swing from their tails. But you just use them as balance, right? They have thumbs, so opposable thumbs that they use to climb. We also got another piece of park history, that old teepee that used to be inside the park there. More tired swings, you get another good look at the black buck right here. See, keep your eyes peeled for some of the babies too, right? The baby black buck out there. It's a real tiny one. And the females actually stay fawn colored their whole life. So the males are the ones who get that black coat, that's why they call them black bucks. Most are females, some are males that haven't turned dark yet, and they haven't really grown in their horns yet. They're juvenile males. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Yeah, they do, right? They look so small. Right, yeah. Alright, you guys, it looks like the end of our tour. You have a good time? Alright, glad to hear it. And thank you, my name is Steve. Our driver's name is Tom, so thank you to Tom.
Thank you, Tom!
Bye-bye. All right, anybody have any other questions?
Claro,
This is the first time I've seen it here. I'm just letting you know.
¿Te quieres ir conmigo? Vamos. Yo te llevo. Tú sabes, bonito. ¿Dónde estamos las seis? Oye, ellos te agarran bien fuerte de uno.